Hello everyone, I'm Brian Croydragon, and welcome back to Vox Adventures. Now let's see what we've got today. Not going to be doing a boss, so let's see if there's any dungeons being done. Nature Walk it is then. Actually, let's take a look at the time, 10:51 p.m., so if the rain stops, I'll be fine. Nice, beautiful biome here. Oh wait, that's me. What was particles are coming from? What is that? Almost thought this was swampland. Well, it might as well be. Oh look, water. Might be getting into swampland. Yep, swampland. Halo Town. What's it named for, the game or what angels have above their head? If it rains in the whole video, I might just call it a rainy day on Diamond. Actually, that reminds me. Let's see here. 40%? I don't have much faith in myself as a judge. I don't have much faith in anyone else as a judge. Doc, because, well, he's a few teacups short of a phone set when it's in the sanity department. And he has said racist things to other members of Vox. Well, maybe not racist, but degrading, definitely. And Placid. Well, she left. She stepped down as judge and now she wants back in. Of course, even if I don't have much faith in myself as a judge, I shouldn't put myself down completely. I'm on here in the sanity department. I would not say anything degrading towards a fellow user of Vox. Diamond. Let's see here, let's find a way around this. How long is the rain supposed to go for exactly? We just hit the 13-minute mark and it's still raining. I think we have land coming up. Well, I suppose a very loose definition of land. More sandy bumps than anything. Well, we've certainly reached land and not some sandy bumps in the ocean. What are these supposed to be, the pillars of zombie mold? Moria. As if in the mines of Moria. And, need shelter. Okay, so, reading material. Yeah, Caesar. Statues show Julius Caesar with a wise, serious face. His thinning hair combed forward to cover a bald spot. But stone can't reveal the true character of this great soldier. His life tells the real story. Caesar extended Rome's control north to the Rhine and west to the Atlantic shore. After a victory in Asia Minor, he uttered the famous line, "I came, I saw, I conquered." Caesar then returned to Rome, defeated his political rivals, and was proclaimed dictator for life. But his reign was short. Senators, afraid of Caesar's power, murdered him. Role model. One of Caesar's own heroes was the Macedonian general Alexander the Great, the man who ruled most of the known world by the time he turned 33, and never would have been able to defeat any Celtic race. Whoops, better close, Nat. Well, it might have been a short, but at least we got some reading in. I want to see what's up there. If I can get up there. Hello, what have we here? I mean, besides the obvious. Let's see if I can position myself just right. For when I stop walking on the wind, I fall right down onto the bridge. Or a tree, that works too. Ah, blood. Now, new vampires from. You should remember this. Squids make good hunting when it comes to hunting for blood. The hell is that? Yeah, just a fence post or something. A ladder? Well, everyone certainly beat having to go around it. Looks like a plantation. Well, it certainly looks like a rainy day on Diamond is out of the question because it's not raining anymore. Yeah, I'd like some answers to that. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here, right here, and we'll continue with our reading. Growing up in ancient lands. Toys and games, lessons and school. Just like today, many children in ancient times spent their time playing and learning, if they were lucky enough to go to school. But childhood was brief. In many cultures, children became adults when they reached their early teens. They got married, went to work, and started families of their own. All grown up. In many places in the ancient world, children became adults at the age of 12 or 13. Greek boys and girls said goodbye to childhood by dedicating their toys to the gods. Girls in Rome did this too, on the night before they were married. Let's run it again. Girls in Rome did this too, on the night before they married. A Roman boy, meanwhile, went with his family to the Forum, where he put on the toga of a man, had his first shave, and registered as a citizen. Till death do us part. In Egypt, most girls married when they were about 12 years old. Their husbands were probably a little older, at least 14 or 15. Okay, let's try to fix this a little bit. There we go. Young girls. Girls often started learning how to be wives and mothers when they were still very young themselves. They learned how to cook, spin, roll, and manage a household. Few got the chance to go to school, but in some wealthy Greek and Roman families, girls had tutors who taught them to read and write. In Rome, some girls even grew up to run businesses and become doctors. Physical education. In the warrior society of Sparta, girls had to be just as tough and strong as their brothers. Girls learned to run, wrestle, and throw javelins just like the boys. Toys. In Egypt, parents gave their children toys like this wooden horse. This doll, found in Egypt, belonged to a Roman child. When it was new, the doll was probably brightly painted and may have had fancy clothes. Most toys, made of wood or cloth, decayed over time, but Egypt's hot, dry climate helped to preserve these playthings. Yo-yos keep coming back. Some toys have been around for a long time. Even in ancient times, Greek children loved to practice tricks with yo-yos. From Egypt to Rome, tops, balls, and marbles were also favorite toys. Games like let's start again with the title. Games. Games like checkers and chess go back to ancient times. There was even an ancient version of Chutes and Ladders. The Egyptians loved a game called Senet, Players move their markers around a board trying to reach the kingdom of Osiris. They tossed sticks like dice and tried to land on symbols for power or beauty, while avoiding dangers such as hippos. Tossing bones. In Greece, girls played a game called knuckle bones, which was like the modern game of jacks. The bones came from the ankle joints of goats and sheep. Okay, let's try and fix this. Hold on. There we go. School days. Most people never learned to read and write in ancient times. Wealthy families often sent their children to school, but boys usually got more schooling than girls. In Rome, many fathers taught their children at home or hired Greek tutors to teach them. Students spent hours practicing arithmetic with an abacus, or scratching out grammar exercises on a wax tablet. Following their schooling, young men often spent years helping lawyers or government officials so they could learn a profession. School for scribes. In ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, it took years to master cuneiform and hieroglyphs. Students went to special schools run by scribes, but all the hard work was usually worth it, because scribes were valuable and respected public officials. A Spartan education. At age 7, Spartan boys were taken from their families and sent to school, a tough military training camp. The children never got enough food to eat and endured cold and wet weather, with hardly any clothes to keep them warm and dry. The Spartans even had contests to see how long boys could take a beating without crying out. Some died rather than facing the shame of crying. Survival training. Spartan boys had to steal food to get enough to eat. Such training taught them how to live off the land when they became soldiers. But if a boy got the let's try again. But if a boy got caught, the punishment was terrible. Okay, let's try and fix this. What is history? Today many believe... let's try that again. Today many people believe history is just facts. But people in ancient times had a different point of view. They didn't care which stories about kings, wars, gods, and heroes were true, and which were legend. The symbolic meaning of the story was often more important. Let's run that again. The symbolic meaning of the story was often most important. So, although many ancient texts are written in stone, history, it turns out, is not. New discoveries often change old beliefs about the past, turning yesterday's fact into today's myth. And I do believe we can finally stop reading and start walking again. Not that I have a problem with reading. God's sake. There we go. Looks like someone's been working hard on a path. Multiple paths, in fact. A little bit of education never hurt anyone. It's a good thing I'll be having lunch soon, so I can rehydrate. Because I'm not sure if you noticed, but my voice was getting a bit hoarse there. And now we're passing through another town. A metropolis this time. Genoa. Beautiful builds. I do commend those who live here for having such beautiful builds. And that's all for today, everyone. I'm Brian Croydragon signing out. Stay Shrey!